coming down here to this tournament, wanted to play against the best, got the opportunity to play 3 good games, got to the championship game. Man, what a great experience. Lost in the championship, obviously we wanted to win. I lost to a really good Villanova team that executed, made shots, played great D, stayed together. We knew that's what their pedigree was, and we'll just have to learn from this as a staff and as a team. This one will go on me because the true Memphis basketball was in that second half, and definitely was good to see my team fight to the end.
Questions?
Penny, in that first half, have you ever experienced anything like that before, where it was just like nothing, everything that could go wrong did?
Yeah, I experienced that before at Tulsa. We lost by 40 at Tulsa in that zone probably 4 years ago, and it just seemed like nothing would go in, and they made everything. And kudos to them. I mean, that first half was definitely a nightmare because we couldn't make a shot, we couldn't get a rebound, we couldn't do anything right, and you could just see the team just losing confidence by the second, and we never changed momentum. So that's, to me, on a bad coaching job in the first half. I'm not really changing the tone, but we don't really have everything in yet that I usually use. So we kind of had to stay with what we had. And in the second half, the guys just said, hey, we're just going to go all out. We're going to, prove that we are better than what we showed in the first half, and definitely was proud of that effort.
So you were reminded of the Tulsa. You were reminded.
Yeah,
in
that first half, I was like, I haven't seen a half like this since Tulsa 4 years ago.
But then a 24-2 run in the second half, did that remind you of anything? Or
yeah, I mean, when we played in the AAC semifinal against Tulane, where we just went on that run, just ball going in, energy, doing the things that we needed to do to compete and get back into the game.
And Jahvon, for you, how do you, or what did you, how do you rally the troops when you're down by as much as you are at halftime? And it's even, I think it might have even gotten extended after halftime, but you guys stayed in it and came back.
I just, I told the team, let's have some pride. Let's go out there and, leave it on the floor. Villanova was the more disciplined team today. That culture, I played for Villanova before. That's a winning culture over there. And, we needed something like this, I feel like, to wake us up.
Penny, you might have said it before I walked in the room, but, man, your guys were down 35, I believe, with 9 minutes to go, and then over the next 5.5, cut it to 13, and the place is erupting with Let's Go Tigers chants and all that.
Yeah.
What does that say about the mental makeup of this team that, they didn't just lay down and
yeah,
say, screw it, we lost?
I saw that in the DR when we got down to the national team by 20+, and they fall back to a one-possession game. That's who we are. Again, I have to take responsibility for that bad play in the first half and just give the credit to the team for going out there and just making their minds up to get after it in the second half. So it just says a lot about who we are. These games are played early to try to get prepared for March and April, and that's what this tournament did for us. It's getting us prepared.
And for Jahvon, you talked about kind of rallying the troops. When the first half goes as badly as that first half did, what's the energy like in the locker room and what's being said there?
We were just, I was just trying to keep everybody calm, and tensions were high, but at the end of the day, like I said, I feel like we needed something like this. We needed some type of wake-up call. We beat two good teams out here, and I feel like we kind of let off the gas pedal a little bit. So I feel like we needed something like this.
In terms of letting off the gas pedal, do you think that kind of riding high off, some of the big wins that y'all had so far, is that sense of overconfidence that led to, what happened in the first half, or not really?
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, a little bit. Every team needs a wake-up call. So, hopefully this is our wake-up call.
Jahvon, how's your knee?
It was good today. I tweaked it yesterday in the first half. I kind of stuck with it. The team needed me, so I'm good now, though.
And then it doesn't sound like it's going to be difficult for you guys to keep in perspective that this is just one game. Is that fair to say that?
Yeah, for sure. We can't take this entire weekend and just be in the dumps because we lost to a good team. We beat 2 really good teams. So, and then the schedule that I built, we go right on the road when we get home. 3 more really good teams. So we're trying to build for March and April. So we understand that this was one game, and then we'll go back and regroup and be ready for the next game.
Was there one or two things that was specific things that was extra encouraging today?
Yeah, that we fought back and that we looked like a real team in the second half. Again, like I said, that's all on me, and I'll have to take that and just be a better leader. But yeah, we learned a lot about ourselves in this tournament and definitely in the second half today.
Penny, a 2-part question, but in particular, what were the defensive adjustments made when I said in particular, what were the defensive adjustments made when you allowed whatever it was, 8, 9 threes in the first half and then held them to 4 or 5, I believe, in the second?
Yeah, I have a rule, and I've always had this rule that you don't let people get comfortable in their sets. And I just kind of left it up to the guys to kind of know who was who. We did a great scouting report, and short closeouts led to threes. And when they got like 5 or 6 in a row, we started pressing and, put our backs against the wall. And that kind of started the avalanche in a negative direction. So I usually want to speed teams up, change defenses, but we've only had one defense because I missed the first 3 games. We kind of did something totally different the first 3 games. And I'm trying to put things in, on the fly. And that's why we're building, man. We're building. And today's just for them to play the way that they did in the second half. That's truly who we are. And what was the second part of that?
And second part was, I know with the veteran team, you might not have to do much, right, in terms of encouragement, but how do you get this team off the mat and ready for Ole Miss next Saturday?
We don't have a choice. We really don't have a choice. We got to go on to the next thing. And again, it's only a loss if we don't learn from it, and we know we got to go play a good Ole Miss team in Mississippi. And that's what we signed up for.
Last 2 we're going to take from Zoom. Colin Beasley.
Hey, Jahvon. Obviously, you've played a lot of basketball since you were at Villanova, a lot of games. But what was it like to go against a program that you suited up for?
I don't know. It was kind of weird, to be honest with you. Still having a relationship with some of those guys over there was a little bit weird, but they were the more disciplined team today.
Last one, David, Sports Talk.
Hey, Coach. Quick question for you. What will be your message to those other coaches across the rest of the NCAA who are getting ready to play Villanova? What will be your message to them to how to prepare for Villanova?
Yeah, there's no secret to who they are. I mean, everybody knows who they are. We knew who they were. When you get out there, you just have to execute your offense. You got to make them work. And they're a very disciplined team, well coached, and they're player led. So they're going to play the right way. They're not going to take bad shots. They're going to make you beat yourself. And it's just you got to be ready for a game. They got recommitted after they lost to Penn and came here on a mission, and they won 3 good games as well. So it's when you're playing them, you know who they are. You just got to go out there and do something about it from the beginning of the game.